Kip Files joins us indoors. Indoors.
I didn't know the studio was this small. I thought it was a lot bigger. I really.
You didn't have to turn your socks on. You didn't have to turn your socks on or anything.
No.
Well,
Seth is out there doing it. Good for him.
Yeah, he is out there doing it, and he is enjoying it. You know, it's not your boots, not easy to fill there. But
you're kind.
Well,
you're
he's doing the best he can, and he'll grow into it. And so you're keeping yourself busy, of course.
Yeah, I still have a couple of hats.
You still have a couple of hats,
and one of them is the it's the Ski and Snowboard Museum of Maine.
Yeah.
You know, skiing started here. The first record of it was in the 1870s. And when the Swedes started New Sweden up in Aroostook County, and it's grown there, and the museums like to tell that story. And Sugarloaf, actually the museum was started by some Sugarloaf Ski Club members.
Right.
That's how it started, and then it separated, and now we're it was in Farmington and then Kingfield, and we live in such a generous community. I've never seen anything like it. All the fundraising happens here, and then we're at Sugarloaf Mountain, being as generous as they are, and Boyne gave us the old check-in center. Right. Yep. And so we have the museum set up in there. It's a small little museum, but it tries to tell the story of Maine skiing and Maine snowboarding. The cool thing about snowboarding, Greg, is that there are still some people alive that were there at the beginning.
Yeah.
So you can really get the history
instead
of what was written down and what might have been translated and so forth. It didn't really catch on. My great aunt was skiing in the she went to Bates, and she was skiing in the 1890s.
Really?
Yeah, I got pictures of her. They're up at the museum of her. Big, they had the pole, the wooden skis.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the first poachers were caught on skis in 1905.
Wait a minute.
Oh, fun fact. Oh, yeah, you can get that off the museum. But one of the reasons I'm here is we'd like to have the museum open more.
Right.
And because we're such a small museum, we really need help to do that. And there are a lot of folks around here at Sugarloaf that don't ski weekends. They just like skiing the week. They're spoiled. They live right here. They don't have to put up with the crowds and stuff, but we could really use some help at the museum. And all it is at the desk, answer some questions, make sure everything's safe, and walk around. And if you have any interest as a docent, you can call and leave a message at the museum. It's 237-0064, or go on our webpage and email us, and we'll get back to you. We're just trying to get that by Christmas. We want to be open. Christmas week, we want to be open the weekends.
Sure.
Because it's, if you're a snowboarder, go down and we have some of the first snowboards ever built.
Right.
Yeah. Really cool. Boy, I'll tell you, that industry's changed in a hurry.
Yeah. And
then we have a lot of Maine, because Paris skis, and then bass boots. They were really, you would see bass boots all over the West and stuff. They were really innovative at that time. And so we have some of that stuff, and Bass is a big name here at Sugarloaf too. Bunny helped create this mountain. He was part of the ski club that really created it.
Right.
If you're interested, we could really use the help, and just once a month, it's great. Anything you can help us with to tell the story, and there's a lot of Sugarloaf history along with it.
And anyone who's been coming here for a long time is certainly got something to share.
They certainly do.
Yeah,
we have this green screen where we take pictures of you behind your favorite mountain. There's some of them down there, whatever it is, and you can have your skis, your ancient skis. And what we're going to try and do this year as a museum, because this is coming up on our 75th here at Sugarloaf, we're going to get Erica to ski on old skis from the first ones with just leather straps right up through to what we have today, and take some photos of her or try and get some video. She's going to find it's a lot different. You remember those Lund skis or bear trap bindings and all the stuff we went through?
I do.
And all those straight skis. There was nothing. There was no freaking...
It's not because I'm old. It's just because I never got anything new.
Well, those hand-me-downs worked, didn't they?
They did. Yeah. So when I screw on edges, they didn't come off,
No.
No, it was. It's come a long way. And then having snowboard involved, too. That's great. Yeah. And I even talked to Seth about, his snowboard because I have his original mic when he came back from the press conference. He did a press conference, and I used this mic when he won the gold, and I thought, oh, that would be kind of cool to have in the museum. And I said, Seth, we need a snowboard last time at the bank slalom. And he goes, yeah, how about the one that I won with? I said, that would work.
That would be great.
So
yes.
we'll see if I'll have to follow through on that.
Yes.
But it would be nice
Hold
to
the
have-
microphone.
Yeah, you know,
Right.
to salute some of those.
He's
snowboarders.
always been very supportive of what we do, and was one of the when he became in the Hall of Fame. It's another thing the ski museum, ski and snowboard museum does is we have the Hall of Fame here at
Right.
Sugarloaf. And when he got into it, and he reminded us all this we're not just skiing, we're snowboarding. And it was controversial when we started.
Yeah.
It's still a little bit controversial, but I mean, there's some mountains that don't allow snowboarders.
Really still?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
But yeah, very interesting. But we've embraced it here at Sugarloaf, and it's a growth industry, and
Yeah.
you know, it's fun.
The-
They
the
approach
only-
skiing sometimes different. You buy a brand new snowboard, brand new, and then drag it sideways across a metal pipe. That's great stuff. And then all the acrobatics they've been able to do, the half pipes and all that stuff. It's good stuff. And he was really instrumental in having us make sure that snowboarding was part of the history of Maine.
Yes, I remember that meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good for him. He said what was on his mind. It's fine.
Absolutely,
It's all good.
absolutely,
It's
and
all
it is
good.
part of how we get down the hill,
Right.
and so is on your butt too. But we don't celebrate that. But you know, not many do.
Well, you know, I haven't read the book yet
Yeah.
about the ski bums that created a village or created a town. And
'Cause
think
you
about-
lived it.
Yeah, well, they did. But you think about those people, and they were all in their 30s and 40s, you know, and they created this town,
Right.
right, and kept this mountain going. And of course, the ski club was really important with that. And now most of the people live here are in their 70s and 80s because they can't afford the house.
And
See what you did?
Yeah, yeah. Ski club. That would be July, month of July in 1950. That's when they first started.
Yes,
Trivia
that's what the
question
ski club-
last night.
Yeah. Oh, it was good. That's a
Yeah,
good trivia
yeah.
question. Yeah, yeah. And then they handed over, I think it was in '56 or so. Oh, I can't remember when they started. The ski club handed it over, made the Sugarloaf Mountain Corporation,
Right.
and handed it over.
Right.
Read John Christie's book. That's all.
That's right. That's right. Good table.
But Maine has a great history. I've got to run. Thanks, Greg.
Okay. Well, we're going to let you go. And